Okay, quick thing before we start the show. Big changes are happening all around us. Are you ready? In my new book, SUPERSHIFTS, we uncovered the massive transformations reshaping how we live, work, and think in the age of intelligence. From AI to the future of work, this book is your guide to navigating what's next. Get your copy of SUPERSHIFTS today, available wherever books are sold, because the future isn't coming. It's already here. Okay, let's start the show.
Welcome to the Think Forward podcast, where we speak with futurists, innovators, and big thinkers. Come along with your host, Steve Fisher, and explore the future together.
Hello, and welcome to Think Forward's Foundations in Foresight. I'm Steve Fisher. If you've listened to the Think Forward show, you already know I love exploring the future, and if you're new here, welcome. This series is something special. You see, Think Forward started with episode 100, but I wanted to create something that takes a step back and really lays the groundwork for futures thinking. So, in these short episodes, I'm going to introduce you to the fundamentals of foresight, the ideas, the tools, and the mindset that can help you navigate change. Think of this as the prequel to the main show. Each episode is designed to be quick, just 5 to 7 minutes, so you can absorb one key concept at a time and apply it immediately, whether you're a strategist, an innovator, an entrepreneur, or just someone who's curious about what's ahead. This series is for you. So today, I want to give you a sense of what foundations in foresight is all about, why foresight is such a critical skill, and how you can start thinking like a futurist. Let's start with the obvious question. What is this series, and why does it matter? Well, the future can feel unpredictable, and that can be overwhelming. But the good news is, foresight isn't about trying to predict one single future. It's about preparing for multiple possibilities so that no matter what happens, you're ready.
The world is changing fast. Technology is evolving at an exponential pace. New industries are emerging while others are disappearing. And if we only focus on what's right in front of us, we risk being caught off guard. Futures thinking helps us zoom out, see patterns, and anticipate what's next. In this series, I'm going to break that process down into simple, practical steps. We'll talk about how to spot early signs of change, how to challenge your own assumptions about the future, and how to think beyond short-term trends. I'll show you how to use foresight in your work, your career, or just in making better decisions.
Each episode will focus on one core idea. We'll talk about what it means, why it matters, and how you can apply it. Some episodes will introduce you to key foresight tools, things like scenario planning, trend analysis, and weak signals. Others will focus on mindset shifts, like how to embrace uncertainty instead of fearing it. And here's the best part. You don't need to be a professional futurist to do this. Futures thinking isn't just for big companies or research labs. It's something anyone can develop. And the more you practice, the better you get. Now, as we kick off this journey together, I want you to start thinking about your own relationship with the future. Here's a simple question for you. What's one assumption you have about the future that might not actually be true? Maybe you assume that your job will always exist in its current form, or that artificial intelligence will take over everything, or that cities will always function the way they do today. But what if you're wrong? The first step in developing a futures mindset is questioning what you think you know. So, take a minute today and ask yourself, what's one belief I have about the future that I should re-examine? That's it for this first episode of Think Forward Foundations. We're just getting started, and in the next episode, we'll dive into the basics of foresight. What it is, how it works, and why it's more important than ever. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe and make sure to check out the next Foundations episode and other episodes on the show list. And don't forget, you have the power to shape the future. And as always think forward.
Thanks for listening to the Think Forward podcast. You can find us on all the major podcast platforms and at www.thinkforwardshow.com, as well as on YouTube under Think Forward Show. See you next time.
Thanks for listening to the show. Now, about that thing I mentioned earlier about the book SUPERSHIFTS. Imagine having a playbook to navigate what's coming next. That's exactly why I wrote SUPERSHIFTS, to help you understand and prepare for the seismic changes shaping our world. Don't just react. Get ahead. SUPERSHIFTS is available now, wherever you get your books. And if you order today, you'll get exclusive bonus content. Head to supershiftsbook.com and grab your copy now and start future-proofing your life. The future won't wait. Why should you?